everybody. Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name's Matt, obviously. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Trev just kicked off a super sweet stream. Thank you, Trev, so much. Friggin' gangster Trev Wilson. Super gangster. Man, welcome. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me. Uncle Robbie was in the house in Whiskey Central. Well, my phone's volume's on. Look at me. Spending your Friday evening. Rookie. Amateur. Uncle Robbie, Whiskey Central, Tom Lawrence. How are we all doing? Still volume on the phone. Way to go, me. Jeez, it's like I've never done this before. My word. Notifications. Ringtone. Silly goose. My mom's in the house. Hey, Mom. Love you. How are you doing? Gary Franchi, Roger D. Roger D, by the way, just want to let you know you were the winner of the podcast Patreon-only giveaway. Just wanted to let you know. I was going to post it on Patreon tonight, but I'll still do it. But you won that, for sure. Tom Lawrence, already said Tom, but we'll say it again. We'll just keep repeating ourselves. Mike Franklin, how's it going, Mike? Welcome in. Wendy Miller, how are you? Jeez Louise, thank you everyone so much for joining me here. Jeffrey Gillum, Brian Egan, Freedom, Dave Markowski, Uncle Buck, thanks for becoming a member of ADHD Whiskey. Congrats on 14K, he says. Heck yeah, just hit that tonight. Just rolled over the old 14,000 subscriber mark. We're less than 16 months old and 14K. So let's keep it rolling. Super cool. I never expected more than 14 in total. So incredible. Bill Henderson's in the house. MVP. Tim Evans, Daniel Kerber, Caitlin Brubaker, the little mini Brubaker. Beginning Bourbon, how are you? Brian pulverizing the chat all by himself. Mark Bond, Adam Dorman, Tyler Thompson, Ken Runyer, running in your mouth, saying 14,000. Can't wait for 15,000 subscribers celebration. Me either. Hopefully we get there. I don't know. That'd be amazing. If we stopped at 14, that's fine with me too. I just love each and every single one of you. AJ Zelina, that's a new name, and it's a beautiful name. Friggin' Zelina. Alan Cos says, what up, Matt? What up, Alan? What's up, Alan? Austin Feltz with all the feels. Silverlock Whiskey Club. The Cannon blasting the $5 super chat my way. Says, come to Texas and get your Michigan weather, Matt. It's drunk and on my lawn. It's supposed to get down into single digits. Ugh. I know what that's all about. It's been chilly up here too. Chilly. Silverlock Whiskey Club says, you'll be at 21K before 2021 is out, Matt. Hopefully. That'd be so cool. So cool. I mean, my goal for the year, I've got a goal, and it's lofty. It's 20,000. Hopefully we get there. DC says halfway to 40K. Math is on point. Brian Hildebrand. What the heck is Brian Hildebrand doing in here? Jeez. The Bourbon Wrench himself, Trev Wilson. If you're not subscribed to Trev Wilson, you better be. Also, if you're not subscribed to Whiskey Central, you better be. Because tomorrow, I'm going to be on her live stream. And also, even if I wasn't, you should still be subscribed. Wow, that sounded pretty arrogant. I didn't mean it to sound like that. But I realized it immediately, and now I'm upset with myself. Will Henderson, MVP, says, the live with Perry was awesome and hilarious. It was a great time. If you haven't listened, I was on This Is My Bourbon podcast this week. So if you have iTunes or any of your podcast listening devices. I was on This Is My Bourbon podcast with Perry again. We had a lot of fun. Did a blind flight from Will Henderson. So thank you, Will, for that flight. It was a good time. I'm about to bring in a super special guest in a minute as well. G. Hutch says, congrats on 14 million. So many million. So many friggin' million. Jeff Gillum. Matt just made myself with some chartreuse. Okay, I'm gonna need to start over. I haven't even been drinking yet, but Matt just made myself with some chartreuse Vep, Monkey 47, maraschino liqueur, and lime juice. and it reminded me that you're the last effing word when it comes to whiskey tasting. You saved the last with the last. You just, thank you so much. I have no idea what any of that is, except for lime juice and maraschino, which is delicious. Is it good? It sounds good. Thank you for the super chat, Jeffrey. Gillum. Just the Gillum. Okay, I'm bringing in a guest who I promised was going to be on every Friday. And then he wasn't, and it was my fault. I went on vacation, came back, had some guests, and tonight we bring back the man himself, the hottest, most butteriest, butter-loving hot man on the planet himself. Hot Buttery Rolls. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you, buddy?
Good. That was my best radio. Chris, how are you? That was terrible. Oh my gosh, you look so comfortable. And
I am so comfortable.
Oh my, wait a minute. You're in a new location.
So same location, new set.
I like it. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You look like a librarian and you know where the right section is at. Like, let me...
I put the specs in library section.
It's like American history section right there, baby.
Yes.
4 rows. Is that an Al Young up there?
It is.
Oh, beautiful. Look at all the smoke wagons. Jesus. Like, I'm looking past the slim hot buttery rolls just directly behind him. It's a nice, that looks really good. It looks phenomenal. I like it.
Hello, everyone saying hi in the chat. Appreciate all the hellos.
We're going to get to what we need to get to in a second, but first of all, the Mash Bill, Swagner, Stanley Friggin Wagner, says, congrats on 14K. Thank you. So awesome to see how much you've grown. Hope to be at your level someday. And you will, and you'll surpass me because you're hilarious. If you're not subscribed to the Mash Bill on YouTube, you better be. Go over there, subscribe. I think he just passed his first 100 subs, which is the hardest to get to. It's 100. Once you get there, then the next hardest is 1,000. And then before you know it, you're at 14,000 subscribers. And you just love the number. Like, what the heck? 14,000, dude. That's ridiculous.
That's incredible. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. But yeah, it sounds like I'm like, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Can you believe how awesome I am, Chris? That's just the craziest.
Yeah, awesome. Man. I'm consistently shocked by how awesome you are.
Me too. This is a joke. But seriously, I'll shut up. Jeff Gillen, another $10 super chat. Matt, I meant to say, I should read this one wrong again. Keep these $10 super chats coming. Matt, meant to say, I just made the last word cocktail. And it reminded me of how you're the world's top whiskey taster. Okay. All right. This is my first weekend in 2 months without having to work, so I started early. Heck yeah. Take a good little rest, a little siesta, couple drinks. Couple super chats, no big deal. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate you. Yeah, that is a wall of smoke wagon. Holy cow. That's just, you are keeping Las Vegas in business, my friend. Love it. Anyway, so we are in the middle of a weight loss competition. How are you doing?
So I'm not doing that great. I'll be honest. I was doing great, and then you went on vacation, and I was like, you know what? Matt's on vacation. I'm also gonna go on vacation, and I gained a bunch of weight back immediately from what I'd lost, and I'm still not back to where I was at my lowest point weight-wise. But I'm also not to my lowest point where I was weight-wise at the high number either. So. As of this morning, I clocked in at 287.2. So I am, 287.4. So I'm 19.2 pounds down total, but I was down over 20 at one point.
Dude, that's awesome. You look really good. You look spectacular.
I feel like a toad, but thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm so sorry.
What did you just taste?
I wasn't expecting that. Good grief. I wasn't. It's still going. I got a sample from a gentleman named Nate. He's a patron. He's a great guy. He sent me. Yeah, it's a real roller coaster. I don't want to say this is bad because I think it's actually probably really good. I just was not expecting it at all. It is a Hill Rock. Are you familiar with Hill Rock?
Yes.
I think they come in those big square bottles like that or something. Yep. And I've seen them. I've never had one, but it's a double cask rye whiskey, Hudson Valley, New York, Evil Twin Barrel. It's 120 proof, and it's pot distilled under 4 years old. That was like, I still taste like a malty, like a beer ski on there or something. That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Oh man.
What's Nate's last name?
I don't want to say his last name because I don't know if he wants me to. So for that reason alone. But yeah, this is super cool. He also sent me some bourbon barrel aged coffee, which was a super cool treat.
Thank you, sugar.
Look at libation exploration. That sounds
so
almost dirty.
Did it come in an unmarked bottle like this?
It did.
With a little piece of paper that says what it is?
The Hill Rock Double Cask Rye. You got one too?
And it says Hill Rock Double Cask Rye Whiskey, Hudson Valley, New York, Evil Twin 1.
That's the one, dude.
All right, now I have to taste it with you.
We can taste it together. Incredible. Do you see how I'm okay? Do you see how I'm skirting around the fact that I weighed the same amount that when we started the competition?
That's a pretty good skirt, brother.
I was down to 302 from 316. Then I went on vacation, came back. I'm eating healthier than I was. Doing green smoothies in the morning. Like, yeah, back to where I started. So today you have a 20-pound head start. I need to chop something off.
Well, I'll tell you, man, knowing what kind of a streak you were on when we started, I'm going to need that head start because I think you were outrunning me at the beginning. So now that you're back on track, dude, you're going to be fine.
I just got to stop eating so much food. Are you doing keto? Is that what you're doing?
No, I literally stopped eating so much food. So when I can, and today was actually a cheat day. I have a lunch date with my 2 whiskey drinking buddies every Friday.
Sure.
But I've been eating only 1 meal a day. So it's like turbo intermittent fasting. So I try to only eat dinner. And when I eat dinner, I eat basically whatever I want as much as I want. Mm-hmm. And it fills me up really quick because my stomach wasn't like ready. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's I'm trying to stay underneath 1,800 calories a day. Mm-hmm. And some days I'm way under, some days I'm a little over, but almost no way over. This is interesting.
Whoa.
Big time prunes on the nose.
Big time. I thought it was finished in a port cask at first, but I don't know. It just says double cask.
One of those has to be port or Armagnac or cognac or something.
Yeah, because it's very, very dark fruits. Lots of dates and prunes and raisins. And it's a ride on the palate when you're not expecting it.
Wow.
It almost feels like the second barrel, the double cask, was really wet to me.
Yes.
Like there was some extra liquid in there.
Have you ever had a hot Fig Newton? Like if you left the package in the truck and it got hot?
Oh my gosh. We were separated at birth. Of course I have.
So this tastes like a hot Fig Newton in the best ways.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, dude. So for sure. When we meet face to face the first time, we should do that. hot fig Newtons over like some sort of like delicious coffee.
Yes.
For
Oh
sure.
my God.
I think so. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that roller coaster of a whew.
Yeah. Thank you, Nate, if you're here. If not, I'll email you and tell you thank you.
Well, I can't pour what I was going to pour next into this class.
No.
At all.
This is pretty incredible.
So I need to recommit myself. I'm so happy that you came on so I can look you in the eye and tell you I'm sorry for not taking this. I came into it so serious, and then it's just the excuse every time, right? Like shit happens, life happens, and then you just find yourself back into your old routine doing things that you've always done, and then before you know it, all the progress you've made is gone, and it's a real pain in the ass to get started again. But seeing you and how good you look has re-energized me, and I think that tomorrow I'll probably run about 57 miles.
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. No, I will tell you that I'm really grateful for this accountability because we've committed to each other, and not just to each other, to your 14,000 subs. The needle, right? I mean, we're got a needle. So, let's crank it up, man, both of us, because I should be further along the road than I am as well. So, yeah.
Well, so we have, I think, what's April 15th? Wow, so it's about 8 weeks, maybe, not even. So it's 2 months. I will make a lot of progress, and I have to. So I'm not just gonna. I don't want to end this thing and be like, "Sorry, guys, I didn't do it."
Right. Same here.
Alex Miller says, "Am I late? I'm late. Did I miss the $29 giveaway?" Yeah, you did. Sorry, Alex. Alex Miller, another competitor over at World's Top Whiskey Taster. Friggin' Alex Miller, great guy, super great guy. So we are. See here next week. You know what? We can still do this next week. Next week is going to be strange. I think I'm going to be on earlier because there is a Scotch Trooper fundraiser next Friday live stream that I believe is like at 9:00. So I might be going on at like 7 p.m. my time, which is earlier time, like 5.
Yeah. Well, 6.
Yeah. Oh, 6. Yeah, you're central.
We can either do that, or we can do like a pre-recorded message or something.
Sure.
But we got to check in every week.
We have to, yeah. Otherwise it just, accountability. So yeah, we're going to do that. We'll check in next week. But in the meantime, tell these folks in chat, all 180 people, if they're not following Hot Buttery Rolls, which they should be, where can they find you and what do you got going on?
So you can find me at Hot Buttery Rolls, as the World's Top Whiskey Taster just said. You can find me on Instagram under the same handle, and on Facebook at the Hot Buttery Rolls Whiskey Show. We have been going live every Saturday night. Tomorrow will be no different. It is Galentine's Day, and my wife may be just for a little bit. I'm not sure. I tried to get Josh's wife to come over too. We'll see how it goes. But we'll be drinking and having a good time. It is much less professional and appropriate than your streams. There's a lot of blue humor. We have a good time, but it's pretty nuts. Yes, Prostitutes Unite. We are the Prostitutes of Alcohol Harlots, and it's not for the weak stomach. I went on David and Kira's live stream for Valentine's on Monday, and I lost 4 subs.
And a nipple. I saw that.
Yeah,
you lost a nipple. Yeah, that's funny.
It's definitely for the true hard partying folks, and I'm grateful to have all of the guys. Oh, Cheech says he'd be dropping the links right now if he was wrenched up. Cheech, I got nothing for you, buddy.
What the heck?
But tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So 10 p.m. your time and 7 on the West Coast.
Spectacular. Thank you so much for hopping in, Chris. I'll see
Absolutely.
you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night. And keep it up. Keep up the good work. Love you, dude. Talk to you later.
Love you too, man. Keep your head up.
So, yeah. What a guy. What a guy that Hot Buttery rolls. I love him so much. And he's now 20 pounds down, and I'm not. Son of a gun. It's okay. I'll come back. We'll make it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback, but call it a comeback because that's what it's going to be. Dieter Lang, $10 super chat. Matt, congrats on 14K. Question for y'all. Looking to snag a bottle of Old Carter. Which one stands out? Batch 5 or Batch 6? Talking about bourbon. Batch 5, I believe, is like some people's pick for whiskey of the year last year. Like, it's phenomenal. Batch 6, I have a bottle of back here. And it is way different. It's so different. It's a Tennessee whiskey, and it is extremely, extremely citrus, like super citrus, like orange citrus for days. So I would say that you're super safe with the Batch 5. Taste Batch 6 before you buy it because it's just way different than anything else that I've had from pretty much anywhere, but it's really good. I really enjoy it. The Bourbon Wrench says, what the F? What the heck? What the F what? What do you what the effing about? Let's see what the effing about. I don't even know. We have a lot to get to tonight. We have an entire flight. We have so much. First of all, I want to tell you guys about the giveaway tonight. We are doing a giveaway. I'll put it up on the screen. It's a nice one. It's Boomzos. We have every $5 super chat. We have a Horsey bottle we're giving away, a 750 milliliter Horsey bottle that you can probably see back there underneath the C of the old Carter sign. So a 750 Horsey bottle. And then I thought we would do something else that's pretty cool. I'm giving away a wobble glass. And then, where is my thing that I can show you? Let's see. Where in the world does everything go when I need it? Son of a gun. Here it is. This is, so we're moving. Our family's moving. Chris and my wife took a new job. So we're going to be leaving Upper Michigan. And I'm trying to have some stuff not travel with us. So what I did was I took my Infinity bottle that was in the World's Top Whiskey Taster Infinity decanter, and I put it into a bottle. I made it into something that I really enjoyed, and it is the Matster's Keep. That's right. It is Matster's Keep. It's an Infinity bottle that I started, and then I worked on to make it better and better until I thought it was really good. So it comes in the box, comes with that, looks, like that. So that's one of the giveaways tonight, along with the Horsey bottle. Let's see. How do I get it to go away now? That's what she said. Oh, boy. I haven't done this in a while by myself. It's weird. It's always been like having guests on lately. Roger D says, don't worry, Matt. You got this. Heck yeah. All right. I'm going to go through a few more things before I pour this flight. But before I do, I want to pour some Old Grandad with the jiggly wiggly eyes from 1983. National Distillers Old Grandad. This is from Cameron over at Drums and Drams. He sent you, he sent me the sample of 83. So this was the year before I was born. Old Grandad, National Distillers, bonded. So super cool. Excited to taste it. Then excited to get down to the business of getting down. Oh, you're hijacking his time slot next Friday. Oh, well, no. No, I won't do it. I will not do it. Thing was, I was just trying to figure out what I was doing because next week I'm supposed to go live with Mash and Drum and Dusty Dan on my channel. Maybe we'll try to reschedule for Saturday or something. Not on Shayla's time slot. I don't have to talk to them for sure. Let's see. Holy shiitake. SG Flying High, $5 super chat says cheers. Cheers right back at you, brother. Josh Pence, $10 super chat says, I'm here for the wobble glass. Heck yeah. They just shake and wobble and spin around. Whiskey Central with 100 pay 100 pace 100. Boy, I want to say pesos, but I don't know if that's right. Mexican dollars, that's probably not right either. But coming in with 100. Can't wait for tomorrow. Also, I want that Infinity Blend. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., I'll be on Whiskey Central's live with her. Cannot wait. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully everybody can make it. It's going to be super, super cool. Ooh, that smells really good. Will Henderson, $5 super chat says, I'm in. John T., I think I already read that. Maybe not. Old Man Joe, in for the Master's Keep. Congrats on 14K. Thank you, Old Man Joe. JG says, count me in. 877 MASH now. Cheers. Congrats on 14K. Thanks, JG. Brian Pulver says, love the blends and themes of your Infinity bottles. So fun. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Roger D, $5. Thank you so much. Jason Lamp, send me that Master's Keep. Nick Shelley, thank you so much for your super chat. You're my favorite whiskey tuber, Nick. Why is my phone buzzing like crazy? Oh, I just got a message from Sherry Carter. No big deal. No big deal. Just Sherry Carter blowing me up. Whatever. She can wait. All right. Oh my gosh. This stuff is so funky. Wow. Now that is sharing a lot of the same characteristics of that Hill Rock I just drank with like the dates and prudence and raisins. More California raisin though. Holy crap, that's good. That's super oily, super viscous. That's delicious. Oh my word. Let's send me back to 83. No, don't do that because I wouldn't be alive. Somebody older, go back to 83 and buy some of that and bring it back for us. Cameron, thank you so much. Drums and Drams. Subscribe to Drums and Drams and drink 83 bonded Old Grandad. That's ridiculous. I love it. Liberty Not License says, bulletproof butter coffee breakfast, large fish salad, and meat as every lunch, supper, walk after every meal, no sugar at all. Lost 50 pounds. You can too. Bulletproof butter coffee breakfast. Yeah, I've had those before. Bulletproof coffee is delicious. Love it. Yeah, you need to get everything figured out. Absolutely. Mike Franklin, thank you so much. T. Hutch, thank you. Bring me to the Master Blend. Malcolm Brown, thank you as well. Congrats on 14K. Thank you so much. There's the man right there. Cheers, man. Hope you enjoy that OGD. Love those Dusties. That's phenomenal, Cameron. Holy cow. Like, there's a funk to it, but it's not like an off-putting funk at all. It just tastes like, if you could taste the word vintage, that's what it is. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I saw Julie L in the house. Julie L, hey, welcome. Hopefully you and Dan are having a great night. The flight I'm doing tonight was from Dan and Julie's house. My children picked the flight out. So they randomly picked bottles. I have no idea what they are. So I'm going to blind them and decide which one of my children has the best taste in whiskey. I don't know if they picked hitters, as some people call them, or if they picked just not the best stuff, which Dan and Julie don't have a lot of stuff that's not great. So my chances are pretty good, for sure. Let's see. I have crossed my stuff off the list. 14,000 subscribers. We got to that. Oh, boy. I talked about the giveaways tonight. That's good. Shayla. Oh, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to talk about Shayla again a little bit. Drums and Drams sample. Got to that. Heck yeah. Also, we have a Facebook group. We have a Facebook group now. Figured that it'd be fun to communicate with people who watch the channel. A place for everybody to hang out when we're not talking on a live stream. So if you go over to Facebook, search for ADHD Whiskey, there's a group. It's private. It asks you a few questions, and then you can hop in there. And it's a place where we can all chit-chat together. I started it in the middle of the night a couple nights ago when I couldn't sleep. I was like, we need one of these. We need it. Ernie Brewbaker, the brew baker maker himself, Matster's Keep. Heck yeah, count me in. Congrats on 14K. Thank you, Ernie. You are counted in. Awesomeness. The Mash Bill. Oh, Swagner. Hey, Matt, I pregame for 2 hours before HBR on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want the slot for next week, I'm fine with that. I can do a live anytime. Oh, thank you, Stanley. I don't know what we're going to do yet. Got to talk it out with Dusty Dan and Jason from the Mash and Drum, and we'll figure it out. But I appreciate you. You're the best. Thank you so much. So this flight is from the likes again. And I want to show you this. This is something that I made. It's in the t-shirt store. I don't expect anybody else to wear these unless you want to. But this is something I made up for Dan and Julie themselves because it kind of just outlines who they are in the community. And this is the Dan and Julie shirt right there. Gainesville, Florida, Bourbon Superheroes. It's got the shield on it. Superman and Superwoman over there in Gainesville. So that's in the shirt shop. But it's just really dedicated to Dan and Julie because they are the Bourbon Superheroes. Friggin' love those two. They're the best. And I just wanted to tell them I love them. Even though I tell them every day. I love you. Every day. Got to there. Oh, yeah. Facebook group. Got Dan and Julie shirt. Oh my gosh. I'm killing it with my list. Killing it. I gotta save some stuff for later. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of stuff to talk about. Boom. All right. We're doing good. 33 minutes in. Oh, so good. T. Hutch. Where's my glasses at? In again for Matster's Keep, but if I don't win, I'll buy Matt's Discovery 5 blend when it comes for sale. Great transition, T. Hutch. I submitted my blend for Discovery 5 for Bardstown Bourbon Company. Submitted that. Not last week, but the week before. So a couple weeks ago. And no, it was last week. Yeah, 7 days ago. Last week, I submitted my blend for Discovery 5. And then on the Instagram today, the old Instagrams, I saw that Danny Bardstown and crew, they're trying to pick the winner. They're going through them. They're doing their rounds, deciding what they like, what they don't like. And they'll determine the Discovery 5 blend. I don't know what time, like when they do it, or if they tell people, like, how's it. Like, I don't know how they do it. But I do know that they taste them blind. They choose the best one. And it's so cool that one of my blend is in there somewhere. Will it come in last place? Obviously. But it's in there. And that's super cool that even the opportunity, came about. Oh my gosh. I saved a little bit of that because I want to go back to it later and just close my eyes and dream about 1983. I wonder what it was like back then. I don't know. They made good whiskey, that's for sure. Good grief, that's good. Lava Man, thank you. Says good luck with Discovery 5. Oh, man, he's got a shadow for a face. Wait, no, he doesn't. I can see him a little bit. A little bit. It's hiding in there. He's hiding in his picture. Oh, there's Nick from Bardstown. Says, you will only know if you are the winning blend. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you'll also know if you're the losing blend because you're not the winning blend. I'm just saying. That makes sense. But it's super cool. Super cool. Thank you, Nick, for letting me know that. The opportunity itself is awesome. Dave Ross says, met some awesome bourbon drinkers today. Just wanted to brag. Awesome. Those are always great days. When you can meet people who enjoy the same things you do. Super great. Thank you, Dave, for the super chat. Thank you for being in chat. 225 in chat. I'm about to start this flight. And I'm about to start it right. Dan L says, we love you too. Love, 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 love. That's just the best. Let's see what I got here. Turbo GTU chills when Matsters was showed. Oh, Matsters Keep. That's just goofy as heck. It's goofy as heck. All right, now I'm pouring these because I didn't pour them beforehand because sometimes I'm not on top of my game, like today. I needed this glass. So JG was 13-83. Oh, Fiji water. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching, but I had to borrow a Fiji water. I had to borrow it. I'm super sorry. I owe you one, babe. She loves Fiji water, and I have to be okay with that because she's amazing. So I usually refill her bottles and use them, but I didn't have time tonight. I ran out of time, so I had to use a fresh one. Scrolling down. Well, how am I behind already? Hey, I Whiskey She Wines is in the house. Hey, Sam or Bobby or Sam and Bobby. Thank you for popping in. Why is my hair so goofy right there? What is up with that? Get down. Perfect. Corrected it. Lava Man is shy. Oh, yeah, me too. I'm shy too. In public, I am terribly and just weird. I'm so weird. The weirdest guy. Kelly Hollis, you can mark off your list that you read my super chat. Congrats on 14K. Thank you, Kelly. And I will mark it off my list after I open A and pour it in A. A little bit of water. All right. So then it's funny because my 5-year-old picked out 3 and my 3-year-old picked out 4. So I guess that my younger one has an advantage when it comes to the numbers game. So I'm really interested to find out what the heck they picked. I know for a fact that my 5-year-old loves Kentucky Owl. So I'd be surprised if one of her picks wasn't a Kentucky Owl. That's just the way she rolls. She sees Kentucky Owl and she's like, that's Kentucky Owl. So we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe she steered the other direction. Look at me just quickly doing this so fast. Just pouring them. Having just the best pours. And then I don't even have a key. So Dan and Julie are going to have to tell me what's what at the end. DC, $25 super chat. Doesn't even say a word. Doesn't even say anything. DC's the best. He's a legend. He's the greatest. DC, I love you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for all the support all the time. DC is one of those guys that's just always there. Can always count on him for being in chat and just being amazing. Hilarious. Probably one of the funniest people on the planet. Probably. Freedom says, winning the Master Blend with Box would be the best keepsake. Yeah, I mean, I think that what's in the bottle tastes really good. But, tastes are subjective or objective or schmobjective. Whatever the heck. I don't even know. But I always get those two confused. And I never bother to look it up. All right. Got them all poured. And I have them in somewhat of an order. A, F, E. That's not right. A, B, C, D. Those are the first 4 in that order. E, G is going to be like the I know G was picked by my 3-year-olds because she's actually, I don't know that for sure. Pretty sure though. DC, Freedom, thank you for the super chats. Thank you. Nick says, you're the highlight of my Fridays. That's BS. Oh, kicking my lights around. That's BS. Don't BS me. You can't BS a BSer. I heard that in a movie, and I stick by that rule. Oh, DC says YouTube didn't post his message? That's a crock of shit. What did you put? What was your message? If YouTube lets you tell me, then tell me. If YouTube doesn't let you tell me, then tell me later. 225 in chat. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. We're 40 minutes in. We're about to start the flight of the night. But first of all, I want to see how many we have some likes going on here. 123 likes. That's awesome, but we need more. We need more. I will start the flight when we get to 155. We can get 30 more easy, right? Let's get 30 more likes and I'll start this flight. Until then, I will be a shell of myself. Dan L is super shy. I believe that. Jeffrey Gillum. Matt, we got 2 inches of snow here in Virginia. Now I feel like I too live in Michigan. Harbaugh. What a state are y'all moving to? We're actually moving just in Michigan. We are way, way north in Michigan, like super north, like as north as you can get almost. And we're moving 7 hours south. So still Michigan, but less winter where we're going for sure, which is very nice because not a huge fan. Dave R says Matt needs more likes, both likes. Stan Kennedy, $5 super chat. Wife poured me a blind flight tonight. Caught nothing but cucumber on the nose of Kentucky Owl. Confiscated. Am I broken? Cucumber. Interesting. I don't think I've ever got cucumber. I one time on a Willet Rye, I got like romaine lettuce, but that's when I was eating Chinese food. But cucumber is an interesting one. I don't think you're broken. I just think that sucks. Oh my goodness. Danelle says, the fourth one she picked has 0 chance of winning. She just wanted one more. So it's really 3-3. Okay. So that must be G then. I'm guessing. I'm not quite sure. My 5-year-old she does love Kentucky Owl. She loves the label. She loves it. Julie says, we've been drinking since 4 o'clock. Best of luck getting the right answers from us. It's fine. You can just tell me it's all, Black Prince or whatever. Smash that thumbs up. Are we at 154? As it shows on my screen. We're almost there. We can get a bunch more likes. If you're on your mobile device, it's hard. If you're on your mobile device, you have to exit live chat really quick, hit the thumbs up, and then you can re-enter live chat. That's because a long time ago, I didn't know how to like a live stream because I was in the chat. World's fastest whiskey pourer, it says Nick Shelley. That's the first I've ever heard of that, but I love it. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm way behind. How did I get by that far behind? So far. Gary Franchi says, I was rocking my ADHD whiskey shirt at Bardstown Bourbon Company today, although it was under several layers of clothes. It's cold in Kentucky. Thank you for representing me, even if it's through several layers. I appreciate you, Gary, so much. Brian Egan, we're at 165. Heck yes. Now I'm gonna get into these samples here. Glass A is very dark. Like, what in the world is happening here? This is not even doing it justice on the screen. Look at this. Look at that. Come on. Get in there. Should it be? Come on. It's dark. Just trust me, okay? Brian Egan, $20 super chat. Never had a horsey bottle. Cheers on 14K, Matt. Thank you so much. T. Hutch, the Alberta Casting video is great. That bottle is the loudest bottle ever. You know what? We have time. We have all night. Oh, Canada. Wait a minute. It's not doing it. Why isn't it doing that? The world? Come on. Do better than that. It was louder the other night. I must have had the good motion going, maybe. I can't recreate it. Well, it worked for a video. Back to A. Closer to Iowa. This glass A reminds me of Texas whiskey. Tom Lawrence says cucumber's a few steps away from a dill pickle. It's pretty close. Wendy Miller, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Nick, okay, I'm way far away. How did I get backed up this far? Finally found Discovery 3 just delicious, just friggin' delicious. It is, right? Some people, I've gotten questions asking if if it's like paid promotion or if I'm just saying that it's so good because like they crown me the world's top whiskey taster. And no, I wouldn't do that. You guys know that. You guys and gals out there know that if I don't like something, I'll tell you, or if I don't like something, I won't even bring it up. The Discovery series is, and like a lot of their collaborations, and then Fusion 3, I really, really enjoyed. I'll tell you if I really love it. And you can count on that because guess what? If I tell you something's really good and you pay $140 for it, and then you get it home and it sucks, and I told you it's good, you're going to be mad at me. And I don't need that. So if I tell you something's good, it's because I feel it's good, not because somebody paid me or any other reason. I don't think I wouldn't ever take money for positive reviews. I couldn't do that because you figure it out real quick. SG Flying High says, I was a little behind, but you called me a sir. I'm heartbroken. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Sherry, it's just my brain. It sometimes doesn't work that well. And I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me now. Forgive me now or I won't continue. See what I did there? I turned it around. Made you feel uncomfortable. Love you, Sherry G. Congrats on 14K, says Mike Stahl. Thank you so much. Scrolling down. Okay, we're caught up. Josh Penn says Discovery 4 is awesome. World's Top Whiskey Taster number 5 will be better for show. So, this reminds me of Texas whiskey a lot. I mean, it's super, super dark. I'm wondering, just off the nose and the color, if that's they've got the Garrison Brothers. I think it's Garrison Brothers. The Cowboy Bourbon. Wonder if that's what this is. Wow. That's crazy. Pretty sure that's the Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. And I could see a child choosing that bottle because that bottle looks like an Olympian went to like Claire's in the mall and got blinged out with all the fake jewelry and just slapped it on everywhere. It's like my, what's that show called on TV? It's like My Gypsy Wedding or something like that, where they get the dresses. That's what the bottle looks like. I like that a lot, though. That's really good. Glass A is phenomenal, and I think that's what that is. It could be wrong, but pretty confident that it's not Kentucky bourbon or anything else. I think that's Texas whiskey. For show. Oh, missing chats like a jerk. So silly I am. Here we are. Whiskey Edition. Please encourage Bardstown to distribute in Washington. I will. Also, if you email them or just send them messages on Instagram, they'll let you know their plans for it for sure. I know that they're planning on being everywhere soon. So hopefully Washington is on their list of very soon for you, Whiskey Edition. Sherry says, I'm forgiven. Thank you so much. Now I can sleep. Deidre Lang, $5. By the way, the bottle glug on today's Alberta release was awesome, said in Chris Farley fashion. I couldn't edit that out of the video because it was just so gluggy, and I couldn't stop glugging it. I loved it so much. Loved it. Oh, missing stuff here. I'm going to go to B. I'm going to go to glass B. And glass B is not what glass A was at all. T. Hutch. Sipping on Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A121. Really like it for an A batch. It's good. I like it a lot too. When I tasted the A batch, I was like, this is great. And then I tasted the B batch and I was like, this is different and maybe better. Like maybe really better. I loved A. I loved the A batch a lot. I love all Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs though. I just do. They can't be stopped. I love them. Then of course the C batch was my bourbon of the year. So good. But no, the A batch, if I came across an A batch tomorrow, I would buy 1,000 of them. Or I'd buy one. Probably buy one. Young Pei Chang says, Blarg. Blarg back at ya. Blarg. You can say what you want. Bourbon Baller says, drink on. Good idea. Good idea, Bourbon Baller. B is, there's like I get oak, but I also get like a super sweet, it's almost minty. It's almost minty. I do like it. I like it a lot. Dave Markowski says, have you tried the Garrison Brothers Honeydew? I did at the Likes residence. And if you are a fan of honey, then that's right up your alley. It's super honey. And it's not like I've had, the other honey products I've had a sample of the Belle Meade honey, which is phenomenal. Like the best case scenario for a honey finished whiskey. Then I made my own honey bourbon, which was not good. And then I had, I think Stu sent me a honey one, which was better than mine, but still not fantastic. Then I had a mead finished Chattanooga, which smelled like urine. And then the Honeydew Garrison Brothers, I think they said that they actually added honey to it. Not sure, but maybe. I didn't love it. It was too much. Just too much. Too much honey. Shelf Turds are in the house. If you're not subscribed to Shelf Turds, you better just go over and subscribe to the Turds right now. All right, B. There's a little bit of a funk on B, which is strange. Which I got the funk at first, and then the funk went away, and then back to the funk. This is really throwing me for a loop. What in the world is this? The encyclopedic catalog of honeyed whiskey? No, I've only had a few. But I just take a long time to say stuff. That's all. I don't know why this is so weird or what they could possibly have that is so weird. I guess I have to taste it, but it almost smells like a wet wood, not like an over oaked anything or super oaky something. It's woody, but it smells like a wet wood. Like you go camping and you fall asleep in your tent and it rains all night. And then you get up and you start a fire. Then you have to sit down on the log that you've like turned into a bench. And that's what it smells like. It smells like a wet log. And a little bird's nest. A little bit of a bird's nest. Weird. Let me taste it. What in the world is that? What the heck? That's new to me. I don't think whatever that is I've ever tasted. The color is significantly lighter than maybe some of them. What in the world? I don't hate it. I think that it's certainly unique. It could be. It's funny because it came from Dan and Julie's house, so it could be. You got to be careful because if you say enough wrong things about something, it could come back to bite you in the ass later. Because it could be something that's supposed to be really good, even though I have to remember I just came off of whatever A was, which was super Texas-y. So I'll come back to this in a few minutes. Hopefully it's changed or something. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, kind of weird. Kind of weird on B. Moving over to C. C smells like Buffalo Trace. It's a Buffalo Trace product. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Cherries, oak, sweet, delicious, beautiful nose. My word. Let's swirl it. We haven't swirled anything tonight. Significant swirling action in progress. Swirling it and twirling it. Getting it dizzy because it deserves it. Can you go the other way? That's the question. Can you swirl it the other way? Sort of. Oh boy. Should have practiced this off camera. Clockwise, not as good. Counterclockwise is my jam. What the heck happened? Somebody lose their stream? What's happening here? Anthony Gargano's in the chat. Welcome, Anthony. Michael Gibson. Is my vision or video going fuzzy? Probably the video. You just never know. You just never know with technology. C smells glorious. It smells like cherries and oak and awesomeness. Just beautiful nose. This reminds me of an E.H. Taylor nose, kind of. But that's just kind of guessing. It's a little bit of guesswork, but could really be any Buffalo Trace product, I think. Let me taste it to confirm. Tasting to confirm. Down the hatch. What the heck is that? O-N-G. Onagerd. What the heck is that? Mine might have just been changed. I don't know if that's a Buffalo Trace product. The nose said yes. The palate said, what the heck is that? That smells phenomenal. And I don't think I've ever had that either. I gotta drink some water maybe. Let's drink some water first. Because maybe my palate is just being goofed up by the other things I drank. But that was crazy out of control. There was a weird flavor in there that I've never gotten out of a whiskey before. And it was really good. Bardstown Bourbon Company. Yeti mug. I got to twist the cap for product placement. Water tastes better out of a Bardstown Bourbon Company Yeti mug thing. Tumbler. Tumbler is the word. That's good. That water is good. Keeps it cold. Adam Davidson says, I love when you get a what the heck is that on the palate. Lauren Wander says, don't forget to hydrate, y'all. That's right. Water breaks are the most important breaks of the evening. Sometimes. Oh, that's a good one. Matt's spirit animal is probably a bloodhound. Probably not. Probably more like a lazy penguin. It's kind of probably a hairy, out of shape, lazy penguin. It's probably more my spirit animal. I was going to say sloth, but that's just too lame. Metal Man's in the house. Says, Matt! What's up, Metal Man? Friggin' Metal Man. Dear Old State, $5 super chat. Okay, now going back to the nose on C, does not smell like Buffalo Trace. As a matter of fact, I'm getting on the nose kind of what I got on the palate. This is going to take me a minute, but I'm going to figure it out. There is a note that showed up on the palate first. Now I'm getting on the nose, and it's out of this world. It's so weird, but lovely. What the heck is that? Dear Old State says, I used your ASMR as a rebuttal to the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond crowd, but I guess some people like a handful of sawdust and peanuts. Cheers to another 14K. Thank you, Dear Old State. And yeah, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond can just fall off the bottom shelf and crack itself on the floor because yuck. And why? And overrated. How can a $15 bottle of bourbon be overrated? Well, that's what a crowd will do to you when they tell you that it's the best sub 20. It's not even that. People are like, it's really good. But don't tell everybody, otherwise it won't ever exist. Guess what? It will still exist because people will buy it. And then they'll taste it and they'll never trust you again. Yucky. Peanuts Sawdust Factory. Not a huge fan. Oh, Julie L. Julie L stands for friggin' lovable, even though her last name is like. Should be lovable. Dan should be lat muscles and lovable. Both L's. I'll stop. Question everything you think about your taste. You have proven you don't know. Okay. You stop. You stop right there. You have proven you don't know if you should like or not like something lately. I can help you if you... Okay, listen. The final Which Like Knows What Matt Likes video will be out on Tuesday. It'll be out on Tuesday. It's the 5th and final installment. Let's see what happens. Will Julie get just swept and Dan is just bragging the entire way? Or will Julie come out with an L? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. I already know. And Julie, I still love you. I'm so sorry. Tom says, water always tastes better after a whiskey prep. I agree. For sure. For sure. Okay, now I went back to see, and now it smells like Buffalo Trace again. It was like a weird, kind of like artificial fruit. Like, do you know how like watermelon flavored gum doesn't taste like watermelon? It tastes like some crazy weird sweet thing that they said tastes like watermelon. That's kind of what I got off of this. That crazy weird watermelony sugar candied note. But no, there's something else. It's really good. I don't think I've ever had C either. But C is really good. I like it. I like C a lot. So far, I think C is my favorite, even though no clue. Even, oh, shoot, I don't know. A is really good too. C and A. And then B. B. Weirdly not a fan, I don't think. But maybe. I'll come back to B. You never know. Now we need to go to D. Letter D is up next. Oh. D is not, it's not weak. It is like, it's there and it's nice. But it's not like overpowering. No notes are jumping out of the glass. It is good. Casey says, I ended up finding Turkey 17 in Vegas. Nice dusty box sitting on the back. Nailed it. Heck yeah. They are. It's a great box. Great pour for sure. Sorry. My phone buzzed as I was talking and If I get interrupted, my mouth stops working, apparently. But yeah, Turkey 17 is a buy on the spot if it's at an acceptable price. JG says he likes Discovery 3 better than 4. He thinks. I can see that. They're both tremendous. They're both tremendous for show. So far, D is not like it's not a crazy nose. The other ones have been, I don't know how to put it. They've been like aggressively different. This one is just, it's a good nose. It's good for show. Let me take a sip. All right. I need some water. I think this is. I tried that Hill Rock. That was really funky. I tried the dusty old granddad, which was kind of funky, pretty funky. Then I tried A, which I think is a Texas whiskey and funky, delicious but funky. B, C, and now D have all tasted completely off profile for anything. So I don't know if I'm tasting right tonight at all. Whiskey Central's lurking. Reminder, I'll be live on her channel tomorrow. Cheech Arlino says, if you're not subscribed to ADHD Whiskey, why not? Do it now. Thank you so much. 224 in chat watching me struggle through this blind flight because these are so far all pretty weird. Or, hey, listen, some nights your palate's goofed up. And that's just I think that's kind of what's happening because B I thought was different. C I thought had a weird note. After it smelled like Buffalo Trace, it had a really strange note. And now D is also strange. And it's either these are strange or I'm goofed up. So I don't know. We'll find out. D tastes like the same as it just tasted. I don't dislike it. I think it's good. But it is very savory. It is not very sweet. It falls into like a savory category. It's not really meaty, but it's like, I don't even know how to put it. It's so not bourbon, but also bourbon. Almost like starchy. That's the word. It's like starchy, like potatoes, but not potatoes. It's just very starchy. I don't know. Maybe on the way back through, it'll make more sense. Again, another one that's weird to me. D is weird for some reason. All right. But so far, I think my order went C, A. Boy, I think it might like B more than D. Those two are going to be decided on for sure. So I'm just going to say B is better than D right now. I got to keep an order. Otherwise, I will get very confused. You've seen me do that a lot of times. I get super goofed up, super confused. It's nights like tonight where I wonder how did I win that competition? I got lucky. boy. Dan says, you're not goofed up. You've been dead on with notes so far. Okay, that makes me feel way better. I don't believe you, but it makes me feel way better. Thank you for that pat on the back, because I thought I was going crazy. That's Julio. That's like a Forrest Gump saying, some nights your taste is messed up. Sometimes I just didn't feel like tasting tonight. Jay Hamilton, I had to, okay, give me a break. I'm trying to talk through my thoughts, and my thoughts are really goofed up. My thoughts make no sense. So it's my mouth trying to figure out what to say and what to leave alone. What the heck? Work, chat. I am Team Julie Shelf Turds. I used to be Team Shelf Turds, but not anymore. Now I'm not. Okay, E is... What in the world is E? There is a mixture of notes where it could be young, or it could be finished, or it could be both. It's like a yellow. The golden raisins. It smells like a golden raisin. Huh. Color. Pretty. I don't know. Let's just taste it. It smells like a golden raisin, but we'll taste it. It's got to be finished. It's got to be finished. Is my back? Heck. At first, I wasn't a fan of it, but then the finish is making me a fan a little bit. Little bit of... What is up with the chunky stream? Is it messed up? Is my stream all goofed up? Sorry if it is. If it is, it's probably because my children are on their iPads or something. Who knows? I don't know. Lagging? I'm sorry. Hopefully it gets better here in a second. I'm off my Wi-Fi. Yeah. Daniel says that one's Charlie's last. E is Charlie's last pick. What in the world? It's not great. E is not great. Oh. Yeah, either finished or young. One of the two. Either finished or young. Maybe both. Not a huge fan of that. I'm going to put E so far. It's got to be in last place. It has to be. It has to be. Back to normal. Good. Oh, thank goodness. I get worried. Like, I don't want to seem worried. I don't want to seem like I'm stressed out about it, but at the same time, super stressed. I don't need a choppy stream. Okay, moving on to F. I'm guessing F and G are both going to be phenomenal. I don't know why. Just a guess. F is nice. F is nice. Spoiler on E, it was Scotch. Are you serious? Yeah, I could see that now. It's very... I'm wondering if there's a Band-Aid note there now that they go back to smell it. Strange. Yeah. All right. Let me smell E again. Now I'm trying... There. Got to reset with the old arm smell. Here we go. F. There we go. F is much better. F almost smells like a light whiskey. F almost smells like a rock candy. F almost smells like an old I mean, I'm pretty familiar with Old Carter American whiskeys, some of them. That's kind of what F smells like. It smells like a light whiskey. Really good. Once I taste it, I should probably know. But then the nose is really good. It's super sweet. Huh. On some Old Carters, I get a little bit of a savory note on the American whiskeys, and I can't quite tell if that's happening here. But it's good smelling. All right, if I taste this and it burns my house down, and by my house I mean my face, it's probably a light whiskey. Let's try it. Yeah. That's phenomenal. That is so good. That's in first place. And that is Old Carter American Whiskey batch 3 or 4. That's my jam right there. Whichever one of my children picked F is friggin' smart. Super smart. F. Friggin' delicious. Tim Evans. Congrats on 14K. 50K by May. What month is it? Tim Evans, you're a silly goose. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. So much. See, in my head, I was reading Bubble Bath Bourbon super chat that said, I want a Master's Keep. And then I said, thank you so much. So, my bad. But you know what I meant. Tyler Thompson says, can't win if you don't enter. That's true. Drew Furstenberger. What the F is up, peeps? Drew, what's going on, buddy? Loved the D, never trust E. All right. So I think my JG says Obtainium. I don't think that they had Obtainium at the time that my children picked out their whiskeys. So wrong. But yeah, it's whatever F is effing good. And I love it. Let's go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is glorious. O, N, R. O, Narage. Match Porcher. G smells very good. It's oaky. It's cherry-like, almost medicinal cherry and oak. I like it a lot. Reminds me a lot on the nose of the Wild Turkey Master's Keep 17-year bottle and bond. I'll have to taste it, but it's an oaky, sweet, fruity, spicy, fantastic nose. I could just smell this all day. Could just smell it. The Doorman, Adam Dorman, says, great show tonight. E could be the high and wicked I tried tonight. Ugh. Glad I moved on to ECBP. Cheers to the weekend, Matt. Well, apparently E was Scotch, which is a cheap move. One of my kids picked Scotch? Yeah, okay. You have the likes have plenty of bottles in the hundreds. They have hundreds of bottles. of whiskey. Most of them are bourbons or ryes or American whiskeys, like 99 point something percent. And my 3-year-old chose a Scotch. What is her problem? Does she not love fun? What the heck? What's the giveaway? David Babb. I think David Babb is being sarcastic. David Babb, if you're being sarcastic, I like the cut of your jib. If you're not being sarcastic, let me know. All right. G. Let's taste a G. Oh, G's really good. Oh, geez. That is a fun ride. A fun ride of oak and vanilla, burnt brown sugar, like muddled cherries inside of like some sort of like all I picture is like I have an oak cup that's burnt. It's like a charred oak cup. And we're putting cherries and vanilla and brown sugar in it. And we're just muddling it and muddling it. And then we put a bunch of like alcohol in there and we just muddle it and we drink it. It's really good. Do I like G more than F? They're so different. They're totally different whiskeys. JG, the children didn't handle anything. They just pointed. That's all they did. They didn't handle it. They just pointed to it. And then Dan and Julie took care of the rest. Let's make that very clear. The children didn't handle anything. I don't think. I wasn't there. They might have. They probably did, knowing them. David Babb says, no sarcasm, I'm late to the party. Okay. I think it's scrolling on the bottom of the stream. Yeah, just look like right there. It's scrolling. The grand prize tonight is a Horsey bottle, which is right there, if that looks familiar. We have a Horsey bottle for the first place. We have a Master's Keep for second. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No wonder why you're confused, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Let me show you. Where is it at? This is the runner-up. That's it's an infinity bottle that I made. It is Master's Keep. Comes in a box. Something that I think is really good, or at least I thought it was good when I tasted it. I didn't want to taste too much because, otherwise it'd be even less full than it is. But that's the runner-up. And third place, the third place is a wobble glass. I'll show you a picture of a wobble glass. It has pricing on it. Don't worry about that. I think I'm basically out of these, but that's what a wobble glass looks like. It has a pointed bottom. It spins, it twirls, it wobbles. It doesn't fall down. It fits in the hand nice. And it actually noses pretty good it's like a rocks glass with a pointed bottom. You can just play with it. It's like a fidget spinner for adults who have alcohol in their glasses. All right, going back to G. Back to G. So good. Low proof. Like 90 proof. Like 90 proof. Ish. Oaky, delicious. Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good. Do I like that more than F, though? That's the question. There's going to be a fight for first place. There's going to be a fight. There will be a fight, and we don't even know who will come out on top. Which child will it be? Who knows? Scrolling. Dan says F and G are clearly better. Good job. Thank you so much. Julie says, but would you have those same thoughts about its greatness if I had picked it? It was blind. I had no idea. Listen. Dan picked Pappy 15 instead of, like, you picked a great bottle. But Dan saw that and was like, well, pick Pappy 15. He cheated. We were not in cahoots, I promise. It's all Dan. All day. Colin Murray Bain. Cheers, Matt. Late to the show this evening, but from the sounds of things, your kids have good taste. Must be raising them right. I hope so. They're the best. I love those little kiddos. Sipping along with Discovery 4 to celebrate your 14K. Well deserved. Thank you, Colin, so much. Sam B, $10 super chat. Cheers, Matt and everyone. Thrasher, I'm out at dinner, but didn't want to miss out. I like that. He did the old texting by his leg. 209 still in chat. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate the heck out of you. Malcolm Brown says, got to get another entry. Drew Furstenberger, thank you for becoming a new member. Appreciate the heck out of you. All right, I should go backwards. Definitely should go backwards. That was G. You know what? I don't want to go backwards. I want to get my first, second, and third place out of the way. G was really good. David Babb says he wants a Master's Keep. That's crazy. Because it's just a, I don't know. Let's be real, the Masters Keep. That's not true. That's not true. It's silly. All right. I'm going to taste G one more time. Then I'm going to taste F. I gotta pick a first place. Man, G reminds me a lot of, I was going to say it was Buffalo Trace, but I don't think it is. I think this tastes more like, to me, one of the Masters Keeps, like a Wild Turkey. I don't think it's bottled and bond. I think it tastes lesser proof than that. This could be, I don't know if they have a 17-year there. I don't know if they have Wild Turkey, the 17-year that's not the bottled and bond. This kind of tastes like the Decades or something like that. I don't know. It's really, really good. I do like G a lot, but now I need to taste F to pick a winner. Wow. Good grief. All right, we have a winner. We have a second place. Don't drop that. I almost dropped A right on its ass. Okay, we have a winner. We have second place. I think E is definitely in last place because it's a Scotch. And what the heck? Some water, and we'll finish out the order. We'll do some water and finish out the order. Oh, while there's still 200 people in here, what the heck am I thinking? I completely forgot to tell you folks that if you were watching before, I had the podcast on my show, I think 2 weeks ago, and I was on theirs the same night. I also did a live stream with him this week. It was on Tuesday. And we basically recorded an episode of the podcast. Well, other than that, great news. They invited me to be a special guest of theirs at an event that they put on every year. This is their third year. It's called Whiskey Weekend. and it is April 22nd through the 25th. And it's in Louisville, Kentucky, and it has a bunch of real cool things that go on there, like private tastings. It's at the Galt House, actually. There is a VIP tasting, exclusive tasting with Dixon Dedman. And I heard that Dixon is bringing some really cool stuff for us to taste. There's live entertainment, live podcasting, daily distillery tastings. There's a plated dinner on Saturday night. Lots of giveaways, bunch of swag. So the podcast guys, Will and Grease, will be there. Chad and Sarah from It's Bourbon Night will be there. Dixon Dedman will be there. Joshua Steely from Buffalo Trace will be there. Zach Helton, who is from Jack Daniels, he'll be there. And then Jefferson's will be there, as well as BS and Bourbon. So it's Whiskey Weekend. It is April 22nd through the 25th. I will be a special guest there, which is incredibly cool. Super cool. And if you guys want to sign up for it, it's not a cheap weekend because they don't have a ton of space, and it's like a lot of VIP stuff, a lot of like smaller group kind of stuff. But if you're interested, if you go to whiskeytainment.com or go to thepodcast.com, you can sign up for it. I know that I will be there, and I believe that a couple of viewers, maybe you're familiar with, are also going. Maybe you might know them. They're from Florida, and we love them. But yeah, if you're interested, go check it out. And I think that they have under 20 spots left. I think that they had 100 spots. I think they're about at 80 right now, or 82, maybe more. But I think there's less than 20 spots available. I'm not selling it. I'm just telling you I'm going to be there, and just kind of wanted to tell you what it is if you're interested. For sure. B Love says, just woke up. I'll watch tomorrow. Good morning, B Love. Have a great day. Watch tomorrow. Freaking B Love. Getting up at 11:30 at night. Ophidian, new member. Thank you so much. Dave ROS says, sorry, Matt, I haven't opened your blend. Remember I did a giveaway, and then turns out I had already given that away, but I thought that the person I gave it away to didn't respond, but then they did respond, and it was Dave, and Dave said, I will trade that giveaway for your own blend. So I sent him my own blend. And he says he hasn't opened it yet. I'm on standby in case something happens at work this week. No rush. I'm worried. I get worried when I do stuff like that because I'm afraid that he's going to hate it. That would be not good. I liked it, though. I'm afraid he was going to hate it. Brian Egan just subbed to the podcast. Something new to listen to on the commute. They're great. They're hilarious. Will and the Grease are super funny. They'll put you in a good mood. Julie says, I was going to go. I'm guessing she's talking about Whiskey Weekend, but decided you can't be trusted. Don't worry, your boy Dan will be there. That's BS. Des F. Hi, Matt. Apparently, I butchered the name of this town in Massachusetts. And I come from an area where people butcher the name of towns, so I know what it feels like. But I'm just going to say it like I read it. Hi, Matt, from Falmouth, Massachusetts. That's how it looks. If it's not Falmouth, then what is it? It's got to be Falmouth. There's no other way to read that. Let's pretend like we don't know how to read and we're going to read it for the first time. Falmouth. Falmouth. The L's probably silent. Falmouth. Let's pretend the L isn't silent, but the F is silent. Elmouth. Doesn't sound right. Oh, you know what? I bet you the TH doesn't make a TH sound. I bet you it's Falmouth. I have no clue. Help me. I need help. Need help on the pronunciations. Foomp. Fail? Okay, that's not true. That is not true. If it's fail mouth, that's failed spelling. Casey says foul mouth. That's not right. My mom loves the podcast because they are funny. Fall mouth. That's kind of what I said. Fall mouth. Foul mouth. Fall mouth. Pretty close. Fall muff. Fall muff. Could not be right. I'm going to wait for Dez to tell me, because Dez can tell me for sure. There's a lot of different people saying Falmouth. That's foul mouth for sure is Texan. They're down there in the foul mouth. So what is it? I need to know. What is it, Dez? Dez, tell me or I quit. I'll quit my job. This is basically supporting our family at the moment. So what is it? She'll tell me. I believe it. The MASH bill, I trust him. I do trust Stanley Wagner Jr. says fall muff is right. Mojo 88 Bass and Bourbon. Don't go there. Nobody wants to hear it. But I appreciate you being in chat. But nobody needs to hear it. Fall muff. That's why would they should just spell it that way. Mojo 88 Bass and Bourbon, you can't say whatever you want, even if you say all due respect. That is a true thing. My mom says, look at mine. Fall myth? That's not right. Tom's got to get it right. It's pronounced Falmouth. Falmouth. How is it spelled? Okay, now I'm completely confused. Falmouth. All right. And how is it spelled? I need to find out because I cannot live this way. Because it is... I will find out because you guys are messing with me. John's. I don't care if Bourbon and Run started a live video. I'm trying to search in the searched thing. John's. Okay. She says, going back up. Son of a gun. Falmouth. It's all right. Not a doctor. The OU, when you put O and U together, it does not make a Y sound. It never, ever makes an I sound. If you want to make an I sound, you'll use an I. You'll use an I. Or if you want to get creative, you'll use a Y. You never, ever use an OU and expect people to pronounce it right. Falmouth is Falmouth? I think that someone is not. I don't ever. I'm going to reverse my vasectomy. We're going to have a third child. My third child name will be spelled M-A-R-K. And when the teachers call on M-A-R-K in school, I want M-A-R-K to raise her hand and say, it's pronounced Brittany, bitch. Because what are we doing? M-O-U is not myth, it's Mao. Sorry. Tangent. Love the YouTube cast and your super hilarious dry wit from Spokane, Vegas. Thank you, Bobby Hallock. Appreciate you. Going back to A to find out where A falls. A is really good. Dimitri with Lemon says, much love from up north. I keep up to great content and hope the blend gets picked by Bardstown. P.S. Check out some JP Weiser's 2223. CS is great. It's fire, he says. Thank you, Dimitri. Appreciate your input. Friggin' Dimitri. Love him. Thrasher, still can't hear or see anything because my wife is giving me dirty looks while we're out with friends. Another chance. I love you. I love you, Thrasher. Foulmouth. People are still working on it. Otherwise, I'm just way behind. I'm way behind. Super behind. Still scrolling. Oh, wow, am I behind. Ophidian. I'm wondering how you perfected the long pour. Can you help Dan? He wastes more whiskey than he's... I've been doing poorly lately. My long pours lately have been bad. Go check out my Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series 3 review. I had to change pants. Okay. I think A is probably in third place, unless D or C got better. We'll find out in a second. Google how to pronounce Falmouth. See? When she says how to... I even read it the same way again. Jeez Louise. Rhode Island has some mad ones as well. Man, we were up there in Connecticut and Rhode Island area for a bit, and I just kept to myself. I pronounced 0 towns unless they were to my wife or children, and they didn't care. Matt, they don't speak American in Massachusetts, sir, says Liberty Not Licensed. I agree. Ernie Brubaker, the Brubaker maker, says there is a Falmouth, Kentucky, pronounced Falmouth. Why would they do... Like, you can't teach... I don't know. You know what I mean. Dean says we have a Falmouth in Michigan too. You're getting it right now. Right. In Michigan, we'll pronounce it correctly. Kyle True says Dartmouth. It's a college. John's Liquor Falmouth. Don't make me... Okay, I feel pressure to say it right now. John's Liquor I can't say it without being like sarcastic. John's Liquor Falmouth. That doesn't even... That sounds like I'm making fun of you. He's laughing. But guess what? Your store is in a town with a stupid name. And it's not even a stupid name. It's just spelled wrong. And that's what happened. Okay, we're gonna get through this here very shortly. Very shortly. Nailed it. Dartmouth. Whiskey Edition says Falma Madigolong. It's probably not right. Okay. A, good, not. I think A is definitely that cowboy bourbon from Garrison Brothers. C, I thought smelled like Buffalo Trace, and then when I tasted it, went crazy on me. And that's when I was worried about my palate. Turns out palate was fine, just some weird whiskeys. John Reese, I'm not passionate about the pronunciation thing. It's just like... Because the comments on the videos, I got comments. They're like, I love it when people try to pronounce towns in Massachusetts. For example, I'm from Michigan. We have a town called, the name of the town is Munising. 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 I can see people saying Munising because if the U made like the soft U sound, could be Munising. But people would butcher it. They'd be like Munsing. All the time it's like Munsing. I'm like, well, no, it's like there's another I in there. Foulmouth is like, you can't. That goes against the laws of the language. And if we're breaking those laws, then we can't rely on anything. Ever. Let's see. What the heck is C? I think I like C more than A. I do not know what C is. C is strange and good. Could it possibly be a very off-the-wall E.H. Taylor? Maybe. You know what? No, I'm not going to say it. There was an E.H. Taylor I had at the Likes residence that I said was very unique for an E.H. Taylor, and I thought it was very different and very good. But it was also extremely rare and very expensive. And I'm not comfortable saying I think that's what that is. But Buffalo Trace on the nose and some sort of strangeness on the palate. And it's definitely not. You know what? There's going to be a battle for second place. I think C and G could battle for second place. D, though. How's D? Kilco, ice cream it's a year-round food. Just because it's cold out doesn't make your, I get it. Get a hot fudge sundae, you know. D. Huh. Eh. Mm-mm. Okay, D is definitely not ahead of A. Porter does not like the D at all. Now I'm going back to B to see if B is better than D. I don't like B either all that much. What in the world did these girls pick? They had so many insane bottles they could pick. I think four of them are really good. Two of them are funky, and one of them Scotch. So I think, honestly, D goes ahead of B, E bringing up the end. So my order, actually, I said I had to fight for second place. G and C need to compete. But before we do that, we need a drink. I got to get it right. I feel like I need to get everything correct. There will be ice cream. Oh my gosh. I hope there's still an ice cream sandwich in the freezer. That'd be nice. Try pronouncing Louisiana parish names. Bring it on, Donkey Kong. Des says, my constant plight. No one can ever pronounce my name or the name of the town I live in. Des, bring it on. What's your name? Des F. I nailed it. If your name is not Des F, then I give up. Pretty sure I nailed it. Pretty sure I nailed it. What else do I have on my list to talk about? Oh boy, what else? Oh, yes, there's that. So I have been in email contact with Bardstown Bourbon Company, and we got some cool news. After Keith Rawlings says, the Matster, please. The Matster. Scrolling down. Keeping Dana L awake, even though he's so tired. I just continue. We're not even 2 hours deep yet. We still have plenty of time. If I pace myself, we still have plenty of time. We can do this all night. Unless I can't. But I could probably do for a bit longer. What's the proof of the Matster's keep? No idea. What happened was, so I had the world's top whiskey taster decanter, the crystal decanter that was my trophy. And I wanted to make it something good. So what I did was, there were some nights where I had leftovers inside of flights people sent me. And those went in there. And then sometimes I'd empty a bottle in it. Just basically just leftovers went in there. Went in there. But I wouldn't put anything in there that I thought would not make it better. or how should I put this? I didn't put anything in there that I thought would ruin it. That's the best way to put it. And then I got up to about 50%. I got to about half full. And then I started adding stuff like, what's the right word? I thought about it a little bit. And I'd taste it and I'd add stuff. And I'd taste it and I'd add stuff. And then I added more and more and more until it was almost full. And then I realized that it was really good. And I was like, oh shit, that's really good. I don't want to add any more to it. So it's not full. It's basically full, but it's not full. Because I was worried that if I added anything more, it would ruin it. And I didn't want to ruin it. I was happy with it. It tasted really good. I would have drank it the way it was. So I just left it the way it was. Proof? You'd have to stick a thing in it. Taste-wise, it's over 100 proof, for sure. It's definitely over 100 proof. For sure. All right. Going back to, I got to pick a second place, then we're done. Got to pick a second place, and we're done with the flight. This was in second. This was in third. All right. Oh. Uh-oh. Dan said he didn't say you couldn't. So he just looked at you like you couldn't. That makes sense. Desiree says, world's weirdest spelling of the name. Thanks, Mom. All right. Des. My wife's name is Carissa. Carissa. Her mom spelled her name K-A capital R-I-S-S-A, which is still legible. You can still read it and like figure out what it is. But there's a capital R in the middle of her name. For what reason? I don't know. I think she was probably hopped up on some hospital drugs and she just wrote it down. So strange. But no, Desert, yeah, the E with the little mark thing over the end is pretty confusing. But I still say Desiree, unless it's not, in which case I'm wrong too. But I'm guessing that's what it is. Young Pei Chang says, Beagle Rare 17, near when? I'm going to do a new Infinity bottle blend with all the other channels very soon. So there'll be a 2021 version of Beagle Rare very soon. Wow, the fan on my computer is going crazy. Can you guys hear that? It's literally trying to cool my computer so hard. I didn't know the names were case sensitive. Neither did I. Yeah. C is so good. C is so good. The more I taste C, the more I think that C, wow, that fan is ridiculous. Stop it, computer. Quit trying to show off with your fan. Oh, you're so loud. Congratulations. Like whatever the heck kind of computer you are. Still just blasting with the fans. Why is this? It's going louder. Stop it. I'll help it out. It's really throwing me off my game here. She's a hot one. All right. I think C is, the more I taste C, the more I think it's an E.H. Taylor or some sort of Buffalo Trace. I just finished C. But also, I don't think it is. It's funky. It's weird. It's really good, though. Oh my gosh, that's good. I love C so much. But will C be in second or third place? That's the question. Dave says the computer is talking to us. What is it saying other than Lava Man, the shy man himself, Louisiana parish names. Here we go. Oh my gosh. What the heck was that? Louisiana parish names. Match totes. Wait, is that one word? Oh. Ochita, Plaquemine, and the last one's hard for me. When I read, okay, why is it when I try to read the last one, it just reminds me of the girl from Boy Meets World? What was her name? Oh boy, that's Tangapo. Nashtritas, Ochita, Plaquemine, and Tango for show. Topanga. You nailed it. Friggin' nailed it. I love Topanga. She's the best. All right, go back to G. Yeah. Man, G is ridiculous. G is good. If F was not, my computer needs to shut. It's okay. It's just Kyle. Kyle True has never said anything more true. Mine too. Topanga. Oh, it's weird because the first job I ever had, I was a dishwasher at this restaurant, and one of the waitresses at the restaurant, she was super nice. Her name was Nevermind, and I always thought that she looked like Topanga, and she would flirt with me so hard. She was like, "Here, wash this dish," and I was like, "I'll do that." And she was like, "We need more forks," and I'm like, "Fork and A," and she was like, "Would you like any dessert tonight?" And I was like, "For me and you?" And she's like, "No, just for you, and it will go against your check." And I'm like, "Absolutely." Fudge cake, or whatever. Yeah, the hot fudge. I can't remember what they called it at the restaurant, but it was like a chocolate cake with fudge. And those went against my bill, like my check a lot. Yeah, pretty sure she was in love, but she looked a lot like her. I'm just saying. All right, I do have an order. Porter has an order. Last place E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixth place B. Fifth place D. Fourth place A. Third place C. Second place G. First place F. All right. Chocolate lava cake. It was something just like that, yeah. All right. Let's do the reveal. Dan and Julie, if you're in chat, I'm sure that you are because I just saw. E was last place, and you already told me E was a Scotch. Now I can smell that it is a Scotch. This could possibly be a finished Scotch. There is some raisins and stuff on there. I'm going to say it's a port finished Scotch. What is E? What is E? You know what? It might not be port finished. It just kind of smells like Band-Aids. Ugh. Icky. Why would one of my children pick a Scotch? Oh, my 3-year-old's fired. 3-year-old's fired for show. Des says my last name is a real doozy as well. Well, we won't get into your last name because that will result in stalkers and creepers. So there's that. But if I had to guess, it would be Desiree Flamingopotamus. Probably. It's probably right. Flamingopotamus. E is Pappy. That's not right. That's not right. Still waiting. Scroll. Oh, shoot. Macallan's 6th edition. Don't remember if it's finished, but also not going to look. Love it. Macallan 6th edition. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Future Man says, if you are looking for weird spellings on names, just look at Utah. Well, the Jazz. I don't even know. She thought the bottle was pretty, Dan said. Yeah, she probably did. It's kind of what gets them. Why did you show her a bottle of scotch, is my question. The fan on my computer finally stopped. Now I feel way better. But now I feel like I'm talking way too loud, even though I'm still half whispering. Jeffrey Gillum, stop gloating, you sexy cat. Sabrina from Chilling Adventures is jealous. I don't know what that is. Because get boyfriend isn't the world's top. Okay, what the hell are you talking about, Jeffrey? Jeffrey Schlammert. Because get boyfriend isn't the world's top. Okay. Jeffrey Gillum will probably super chat me another $5 in a minute explaining himself. If history is going to repeat itself. Kyle True with a question mark. Not quite sure. All right. 6th place was B. What is B? Oh, B is also a funky McFunkerton. This has got to be some sort of... I'm not looking at chat. I'm looking at you. I think B has got to be craft. B has got to be something craft. This is the one that smells like wet wood. It smells like a wet log. Is B. Scrolling. Nailed it. You have ESPN. Dragon Des Flamingopotamus. They stole the Jazz from New Orleans? Was it the New Orleans Jazz before it was the Utah Jazz? Unreal. Unbelievable. I will not stand for that. Still scrolling. I'm trying to find out. Jeffrey Gillum, $2 super chat says, because her boyfriend. Damn this phone. Well, I'm not going to go back to read what the heck you wrote before. Son of a gun. You could have just wrote it again with a correction. Kyle True is a new member. Hells yeah. Whiskey Edition says Ferrari. Topanga. Pinhook. Anybody. Still waiting on Dan or Julie to reveal letter B. Letter B is. Jeffrey Gillum says, I can't keep going. Don't keep going. Just be you and be beautiful, Jeff Gillum. Did they say it was Pinhook and I missed it? Or was that just somebody saying that they said it was Pinhook? Oh, it's Nutty. This is Old Tub. B is Pinhook? Did they already say that? Son of a biatch. Scroll up for B. All right. B's Pinhook? E. All right. It's nutty. Kind of tastes like Old Tub with a funk. All right. In 5th place is letter D. What is letter D? Be honest. D and B was difficult to choose between. D got lucky. D is not superior to B. D is also like, what the heck is happening? D. D's got to be some sort of crafty McCrafterson as well. I'm not quite sure. The nose doesn't smell as crafty as the palate tastes. Are you serious? Dan says Cream of Kentucky 12.3. No. That's $150 bourbon. $150. Yeah. Now, wow. Now I understand why people are not happy with the Cream of Kentucky label. Because Dan and Julie sent me a different one. It was a different one. I can't remember what the year was, but it wasn't the 12.3. This. It's like $150, $130. Whew. I could make a very, very long list of things I would rather drink than that. That would cost $60 or less. Holy cow. Thank you for sending me that. I'm so sorry to say that about your whiskeys, because whatever, but still, wow, that's not great. What do you guys think? Dan and Julie, do you like that one? Are you a fan of that? I do not like that. Sam, I am. Dan says the 11.5 we sent and the 13 are both better. Yeah, like that. Wow. Why is my phone buzzing? Stop. Oh, John of Foulmouth mentioned me on something. Great job, John. Interrupted me, son of a bitch. Just kidding. I love you. Oh, boy. All right. So now we're down to the top four. Top four. Why does that taste so not? Is there Tennessee whiskey in that? Is that what's going on? Does it say where that was distilled? Because that's not something that's great. And to put a price tag on it that's that high is kind of crazy to me. Anyway. Wow. All right. Fourth place was letter A. John, are you being rude to Dez? If you're being rude to Dez, that's not allowed. I think A is Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. Am I right? Am I correct? It's good. It's Texas whiskey, but it's good Texas whiskey. That's what I'm talking about. Dez is John. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. A is Garrison Belmaria. Close. All right. Yeah. I've had the Belmaria in, I think that's how you pronounce it, even though I'm pronouncing everything wrong tonight. Let me pronounce Belmaria like it were Falmouth. Bilmer. I have no idea. Anyway, yeah. I knew it was Garrison Brothers something. I didn't even know you had a Belmaria there, to be honest. But still good. Still good. It's an expensive bottle. It better be good. For sure. Jay Hamilton says Banhammer. If the mods are in chat and anybody is saying stuff that they shouldn't, yeah, for sure. Banhammer. Anyway, third place I said was letter C. Crap, it's empty now. I thought C was like a Buffalo Tracy, some sort of maybe a really weird E.H. Taylor. I'm not sure. It smelled like Buffalo Trace. It tasted so strange to me. So I had Warehouse C at your place, and I thought it was strangely good. And I think C is strangely good and smells like Buffalo Trace. So I don't know. Some sort of something. C is Blanton straight from the barrel. Weird. So weird. I got the nose right. So Blanton's straight from the barrel, they're still single barrels. And whatever single barrel you have is really unique. That's a really, really good one. Because there's a note in there that is so weird. Do you agree that that's like a strange note in that one? It's not like a traditional Blanton's at barrel strength. It's like Buffalo Trace nose, and then like a weird salty watermelon or something that's like happening on the palate. But it's really good. I do like that a lot. That's a weird question. Do you go to the dog patch often? You must have Googled Munising when I said it. And I don't go there anymore. But when I was little, we used to get kicked out of the dog patch all the time because my brother would eat everything on their buffet. For sure. He says it's not bad, could take it or leave it. Huh. I really liked it. I just thought it was really unique. So weird. All right. John is the worst pronunciation of Desiree I've heard. Yeah, I agree. Because unless John is Des, then of course you never know. If I were a John and I wanted attention, I would change my name to Desiree and put that profile picture up there because guess what? Nailed it. Glass G was second place. I think G, I could be wrong, but I think G is possibly some sort of Wild Turkey Master's Keep something. Like, I kept going back and forth between what I thought it was. I think it's got to be like a decades. It's got to be decades. I don't think it's high enough proof to be bottled and bond. It's way low proof. Jeffrey Gillum says America. That's got to be like I don't know. Wild Turkey. Which one is it? There's a decades. There's like the 17-year. It's one of them. It's got to be one of them. Four Roses LE 2016. I was way off, but that's delicious. I don't know a lot of really oaky things that taste that good. Very oaky things that taste that good to me are some of the Wild Turkey things, some of the Pappy Van Winkles, but they're a different oak. I didn't get the cherry on there that I normally get from the Buffalo Trace, so I went towards turkey. I am unfamiliar with a 2016 LE, even though I think I had that at your house. It's so good. That is so good. Dang, that's good. And I think that my order so far has kind of been right? I don't think that my order is out of place. I think that my palate is actually telling me the truth here, even though I thought it was all goofed up. And you don't have to super chat every time you tell me, Dan. I'll look for your name. Stop super chatting. You're wasting money. Unless, of course, you want Master's Keep. Freedom's been to the dog patch a couple times? BS. That's BS. What kind of soup do they have? And don't say clam chowder because you'd be right. Dan L says, I'd be same order. For your information, we have the 2019 at my house. You have so many 2019s, it's ridiculous. All right. First place is letter F. I think letter F is Old Carter American whiskey. I'm going to say it's batch 3, not batch 4. I have a batch 4. My batch 4, I think, is slightly different than this. I think this is probably batch 3 Old Carter American whiskey. That's my guess. It might be batch 4. That could be batch 4. That's so damn good. That is my jam. That is so stinking good. It's the best. Is that why Sherry Carter You even said that I'm right yet. But is that why Sherry Carter messaged me? Oh, no, she just laughed at what I said to her. She just laughed because I'm funny, apparently. Jeff Perkins, I'm talking about the American whiskey, not the bourbon. F nailed it, but it's Old Carter Batch 2. You have a Batch 2 American as well? M picked it for you. All right. That's super smart. So the winner of this flight was Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 2. It's a light whiskey that the Carters source from MGP, and then they rebarrel it. They rebarrel it and age it longer in like a new charred oak barrel. And it's tremendous. It's ridiculous. It's so good. And it's very unique. I called it on the nose, I believe. Yeah. This was letter F. So I tasted, before the stream, I had a Doc Swinson. And then I had, what the heck was this? I had Doc Swinson's. I had a Hill Rock double cask. I had an 83 Old Grandad. And then there was A, B, C, D, E. So F was the the eighth thing I tasted tonight, and I called it on the nose because it's that unique. It's that unique. It's amazing. It's freaking American whiskey from Old Carter. It's that good. This is Dan. I have all the Old Carter American whiskey, of course. Come on. It's mine and Julie's jam. Awesome. All right. Let's do the giveaway. We have Mike Neeson. All right. It's 12:19. At 12:25, we'll do the giveaway. So there's 6 more minutes to get any super chats in that you want to do. Bardstown Prisoner. What the heck? So good. I agree. It is good. Are there other collaborations from Bardstown I like better? Yeah. But The Prisoner is very good. Agreed. It is good. You know what? Let's not go 6 more minutes. We're going to do 3 more minutes. At 12:22, we'll do the giveaway. We don't need 6 more minutes. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's so funny. Dan L., you just said, I like half read your message. You're like, I get bubblegum notes in batch 2. And as I was smelling it, I get that. I get that for show. That smells so good. I want more. I'm driving to Florida and stealing it. Tonight. Lock your doors. So stinking good. So good. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, we have, you know what? Let's call it. Let's call it right now. I know Daniel Kerber, if you're still in chat, you said you were going to help keep track of the chats, the super chats. If you're still here, let me know where we're standing as far as numbers wise. Brian Egan just jumped in. I said 12:25, then I said 12:22, and then I gave up. Brian Egan with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Last super chat of the night for the giveaway. Brian Egan, $10. Appreciate it. Thanks for the great content. Jeffrey, thank you for being here all night. Thank you all for being here all night. There's still 183 in chat. Future Man with a $10 super chat says that is all. For show. For show, that is all. All right. Maybe you're the last one. Okay. Future Man's the cutoff. No more after Future Man. That's it. That's it. 180. I appreciate all of you coming in here and being a part of the chat. Love you all so much. 1 through 127. All right. I'll use my phone. All right. Thank you, Daniel, for Mr. Kerber. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this. You're the best. Freaking nailed it. Daniel Kerber. I know that DC always says fire Kerber, but I could never. because Kerber is just the best. The best so hard. He's the best. All right, we're going to do, this is for the wobble glass. The wobble glass. Okay, so I'm going to say, apparently these things never picked the first or last number. So I'm going to say 0 through 128. And if it says 0 or 128, then I'm proven wrong. But people say that it never picks the first or last number. So let's find out. Choose a random number between 0 and, what the hell is it? 128. Yeah, okay. So silly. Come on, get back there. Get back there. Choose a random number between 0 and 128. This is for the wobble glass, number 83. James Morgan says, my money's in the low 80s. Your money's good. That was really good. James Morgan. James Morgan's up. ESPN or whatever. All right, Mr. Kerber, that was for the wobble glass, and I'll make a note of it just so I remember. We talked about Whiskey Weekend Batch 3. We talked about Discovery 5. We talked about, we didn't talk about that. For some reason, it got derailed, but I'll talk about it in a second. James is, which James? Jeez Louise. Scrolling up. Where's Kerber's thing? Was it James? I missed it. Come on, Porter, get it together. It's Friday night, and you feel all right. Jeffrey Gillum. All right. The winners tonight, send me an email, adhdwhiskey@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know what you won, and we will communicate further. Wobble is Jeffrey Gillum. Jeffrey. Gotta make a note because it's easier for me to take a note than it is for me to come back and look later. Is wobble. I just put wobble. Okay. What I was gonna say, I started this earlier and I never finished it. I don't go for their soup. I stopped there for breakfast. Oh, you stopped at the dog patch for breakfast. Never been for breakfast. All right. This is for the Master's Keep. For the Master's Keep, here we go. After I figure out the numbers again. I forgot the numbers. It was 0 through 130 something. 120 something. It's hard to remember stuff when you're thinking about 128. That's real. Super smart. Choose a random number between 0 and 128. This is for the Master's Keep. 106. 106 is the winner of the Master's Keep. All right. So I was in contact with Bardstown Bourbon Company. We're emailing and stuff. And it looks like the blend, the matte blend that I'm blending with Steve Nally will either be blended in late May, or sometime in July. And then basically they have opportunity to bottle it kind of right away. So they said that from what I understand, it'll kind of be like ready when I blend it. So I would say, from what I've been told, that I would say late July for the matte blend at Bardstown Bourbon Company. it'll be available, which is super cool. Super cool. It will be available in both a gift shop release and a fill your own bottle. So like you can basically fill your own World's Top Whiskey Taster blend at the gift shop, like at the distillery. Or you can buy a bottle in the gift shop, which does not seem real to me. It seems really not real. Kind of strange, weird, and funny, but super excited. I'm going to blend something so good. I have to. I can't let you guys down. Whatever they give me to blend, I hope it turns out good. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. I hope it turns out good. All right. Who's the winner here? David? I'm so sorry. David Babb. All right. David Babb. David Babb is the Matster. All right. That leaves us with one more, which is the Horsey bottle. The Horsey bottle. And the Horsey bottle. Still scrolling back up. It's no big deal. No big deal. All right, here we go. This is for the bottle with the horse on top. Choose a random number between 0 and 128. Bus driver. I didn't do it. 69. Bus driver turned whiskey blender. You were really moving up. Crazy, right? It's so crazy. Super excited. It's actually like the idea. It's weird because in the back of my mind, I feel like it's not going to happen because it seems too good to be true. So if it happens, if it actually happens, just life, like dreams come true kind of stuff. Super cool. Super exciting. Hopefully. Dave was the Horsey winner. Dave ROS. Dave Ross. Awesome. Super, Dave. Congrats. This will make up for the blend. This will make up for that blend I sent you. All right, I made a note of that. Just getting stuff out of the way. Congrats, Dave. Heck yeah. We had a Dave, a David, and a Jeffrey. DDJ is what I like to call them around here. Okay, everybody. Next week on the live stream, I do not know if it'll be Friday yet because there will be a live stream collaboration between a bunch of channels for Scotch Trooper. It's a fundraiser for his family. Rest in peace. It's going to be one of those things where we all come together and we try to raise as much money as possible for his family. That'll be next Friday. So I'm not sure if I'll be streaming before that or not. My stream might come on Thursday or possibly sometime on Saturday. I'll let you guys know, when I know more. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. I will be on Shayla's channel, Whiskey Central, WHISKY, no E, and we will be doing a flight from Thrasher, which is super, super exciting. So show up tomorrow if you are available on Whiskey Central stream. We're going to have a great time there. And I would love, before I leave, to say a special thank you to my newest patrons. I love each and every single one of you. We've been hovering around the 200 patron number for a while. We're at 198 right now. We were up to 203. People come, people go. It's a weird time. I appreciate every single one of you who pledge any amount. You're all the best. Seriously, thank you so much. It's life-changing. It lets me do things. It lets me get bottles. Lets me get equipment for the channel. It's honestly like crazy support. I can't say thank you enough. So all the patrons out there, you support me and do more than you know for me. I want to say thank you to Malcolm, to Dieter Lang, Brian Johnson, the Shelf Turds, Nate Cox, Garrett Bowman, Sean Perkins, El Jefe Weaver, Will Barrett, Jeffrey Jankovic, Tim Peterson, Cletus, and David Pope. You are my newest patrons in the last 30 days. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's incredible. I want to keep doing more for you guys. It's like we need to do some polling to find out what I need to do, because I just want to keep you happy, keep you around, keep you satisfied, and keep you just happy that you're a patron. And if it ever comes to the point where you're unhappy or don't think that I'm doing enough, please let me know, because I want to do more for you and do the best I can. So thank you all so friggin' much. The best. You're all the best. Dan and Julie, thank you for the flight tonight. Kerber, thank you for taking care of the super chats. Love you so much. Thank you to each and every one of you who have been in chat tonight. And I am super excited to be on Shayla's channel tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Whiskey Central. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. We're 2.5 hours in, and it's time to say goodnight. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. I had a great time tonight. Thank you all so much for sticking around or being a part of this. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on picking a favorite daughter based on her preference for whiskey. And tonight, my 5-year-old won. She killed it. Oak Harder American Whiskey. So good. So stinking good. My 3-year-old picked a scotch. She's not going to get breakfast tomorrow. She'll be punished for this. That's a joke, by the way. She'll get lots of breakfast. All the nutrients. And a hug and love. Good night.